place is a brutally application of the design thinking method to myself on how to start a company. So we are in an exploration phase. It's a company where we are design thinkers. It's Stenia, who is Staniszewski, who is a designer. She's an industrial designer and service designer. And myself, who call myself a design thinker. What we're doing is to try to apply the methods of design thinking and system-oriented design to help companies to go from a linear thinking economy we are known with, which is you use resources, produce resources and throw them, to a more circular economy, where you actually design from the beginning processes and products so they can be going back to the loop, and actually you make money out of it. So then what we do now is trying to go around, talk to people. We have done some small projects, and we're trying to start something that is quite new in Norway yet. So that's a place.
Every time something is quite new, the obvious thing is that it either creates fear, confusion. What has been your experience in communicating this to the organizations that you are currently collaborating with?
Fear, confusion. And design what? Circular what? So we are in the very initial phase, and my experience when you are in that phase is that it's like you have some pioneers that are basically coming from, like normally from the USA or England, and now we are in an early adopters phase where we need to talk to people, and sometimes you need to start from the very beginning. You know, what is design thinking? Sometimes what is design? What is the difference between design thinking and just design? Or is it design just some beautiful colors and shapes? And sometimes we pass through that, and then people who knows what design thinking is, then we try to talk about the possibilities and opportunities in thinking circular economy. Because it's two terms, circular and economy. So it's the big difference between thinking about sustainability and circular economy is actually circular economy is like the practical thing is how you can do actually things that contribute to sustainability. Mm-hmm. So it's more practical. It's not so much theory. It's more like what is your business model today, what opportunities are in your markets, and how to adapt your business model or create new business models to achieve circularity and growth. Mm-hmm. Or you call it innovation, but with focus in circularity.
So it seems like a lot of your work involves putting multidisciplinary people together and make sense of complicated challenges.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about the challenges of multidisciplinarity?
It's probably one of the interesting challenges in design thinking, because a lot of the theory and the practicality of design thinking is about multidisciplinary and co-creation and then when you put together people with different backgrounds, I mean, you have on one hand you have the designer who claim, I'm the designer, I know what design is. Of course they do it, that's their discipline. But then you have other people who can see problems with different focuses. And then to make that people have respect for each other, and they can, try to focus more into the problem solving more than where do you come from, or what is your discipline, or what you are good to, can be a challenge.
How have you successfully dealt with that particular challenge? Because you also have a background in working in a sort of a traditional design organization, and you have a business background, and so how have you personally managed to open up those avenues of communication and understanding?
For me, one of the aha experience was when I was working in one of my previous companies. It was a design and technology company, Scalar. When originally we started as a technology company, just with developers, and then we start to recruit designers. And my aha experience was when I sat together with them and we start to analyze what the problem was the challenge, and I start to listen how developers start to think how to solve the problems, and how the designers were asking all the questions, and what kind of questions developers start to ask, and what kind of questions designers start to ask. And for me it was, oh wow, this is interesting. And then when we start to work toward a solution, I was really blown by how, if you get this good communication between technologist and a designer, how actually much better the solution was. So for me, the answer is communication, respect about the different disciplines, and try to get people together and have the focus into what we're trying to solve. Who is suffering here? Who is the pains we're trying to solve for somebody?
Victor, thank you very much. This has been really, really good. Thank you. Thank you.